Yo! Oh, Timeless Pete coming in with 6 months of Slayership right off the bat. Nice. Thank you, Sweet Phil, for 6 months of D2RGG. No need to thank me, my dude. It's my place to thank you for 6 months of supporting the channel. My man! Thank you so much. Hopefully the music's not too loud. Oh, I got a 1.75 speed. Song's going bananas. Yeah, let's go. Getting back into it. Where are we at here? Where are we at here? Back to D2R, baby! What's going on, Snowpro? Yeah. Okay, where are we got? Here. We are going to be, I want to be talking a little bit D4 today. I've kind of revised some of my opinions, to be perfectly honest. Even from the Saturday video I put out. But yeah, we can chat that up a little bit. But Bar Oasis, oh my gosh, boy. Of course, my fingers go straight to the game I was playing all weekend, right? This looks wait. This D4 looks way sicker, right? What's going on, Steven? Yo. Gotta be trying to get my fingers on the right keys here. So I still haven't got my Sunder charms yet, so I should probably, on single player, so I should probably, when there's zones. Isn't this, I swear to goodness, I should go back and look. I feel like single player terror zones are like, they don't cycle right or something. This was the same terror zone that was up when I stopped playing last time. I swear it. I don't know. But anyways, Rocks, what's going on? Fellas, yeah. Oop. Gotta remember what I gave you a check here, huh? It'll all come back to me. Prophecy, yo. Going pretty good. Why? Infinity needs to take effect. There you go. Slaying some D2R demons, yeah. Walmart Wolverines. Woo. Meyer Wolverine, do you mind? Migers. Boy, this is a rough, really bad terror zone, so. Yeah, it's worse than I remembered even. I don't think there's any champions. There's Beetle Burst, and that's it. This whole terror zone. Hey, there's one. Kinda. Champion pack or whatever. Okay, let's get that Griffons from Pendle already, huh? Only 10,000 more runs to go. Landed a perfect Fire Sunday, selling for Ohm Max on non-ladder. Non-ladder, huh? Yeah, man, on ladder, when I stopped playing ladder a few weeks back, jeez, even like perfect cold Sunder charms couldn't get anything for it, so yeah, we'll see. Because Sunder charms, they don't drop on non-ladder, right? There's terror zones on non-ladder, but the Sunder charms don't drop, I think. Was gonna get D2R for PC, but can't bring yourself to spend that much. No, bro, says 30 bucks. 30 bucks is 30 bucks, no, bro. Unwritten Book of the Road. Oh, they do drop it non-ladder? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Gosh, dang it. My hand keeps drifting to the numbers now. I keep chugging potions on accident. Okay, yeah, let me give him a run counter rock in here. I did want to... Actually, go ahead and pause it right off the bat, huh? I did want to rock some polls here today, just to see... It's hard to really judge what people are thinking and feeling based upon comments, because only the most pissed off people comment, right? The people that are like, yeah, I kind of like this. they don't really, they aren't compelled to comment, right? It's only the people like, this game sucks, I hate everything in life, rabble, you know. So I just wanted to, I'm going to run a few polls throughout the day here, just to kind of see what, you know, and I don't know how long, if I'll leave them up for 5 minutes or just let them go for a half hour while I'm not paying attention or what, but overall thoughts on Diablo 4. Yes, no. Let's go like, how would you grade D4 from 1 to 5? I think I'm gonna go 1 to 5 because I think that's the max number of options you can have. So, oh no, there's only 4. Looks like we're getting 1 to 4. One to 4. Capital D. Capital D. Okay. Let's get this Griffons now on. Make sure we got it on players 1. Your comments are always impartial, right? Snowpro, right. Let's see, I get the right button. Which button is it? The top one or the bottom one? Top one? Why did it not save and exit? It reset the run counter, but it didn't. Oh well. Maybe I had clicked off or something. Okay, so unofficial Cody B says the only thing is rune words aren't on non-ladder. Gotcha. Louisville could not remember. Right, Manuel, yeah. This game sucks, I hate life. Like the... Snowbird says, I haven't played it yet. I can't say. We will see after this weekend. I enjoy watching D2R. Didn't really enjoy watching D4 much. Yeah, it's tough, obviously, and there's a few points, kind of the reasons why I kind of shifted some of my opinions too. Because when you think about it, like that was the equivalent of like Act 1, right? Imagine grinding Act 1 like all day until you get to level 25, and then being like, oh my gosh, this game's way too easy, we need to up the difficulty. It's like, bro, you just grinded and grinded and grinded normal Act 1 until you got to level 25. And then you, of course, wrecked everything in normal. Like, it's not exactly 1-to-1 comparison, but I mean, it's sort of like that, you know? Watching you feel like streamers play D4 over the weekend, it seems identical to Immortal, says Harrison B. I put that in a reply to a Reddit post and got downvoted like crazy. I don't think it looks exactly. It's obviously reminiscent. It does look, the gameplay, the feel of it is, but I didn't think the gameplay of Diablo Immortal was really that bad. So, yeah, Snowpro, you don't level to 25 in the Bloodmore normal Act 1? What? Not usually. Oops, I just clicked on. Did we get a Griffons? Not yet. Still on the hunt. Hard to get a fair impression since it's a new game. Probably be better to wait for a long time. Yeah, I mean, there's really no reason to even, if anyone's death mask is, I always get this twisted. Yeah, Blackhorn's face. I always get that twisted. I can never stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Thinking that's Andaro's Visage every time it drops. I don't know why. Everything we've only experienced is just like, it's like experiencing the first 10% of a Diablo 2 playthrough, you know? Like, and a game could still be worth buying and playing even if there's only the playthrough, and then maybe you'll play through it a few more times, and that's all you want to do, right? Like, if there's not a quote-unquote a bazillion ton of endgame or whatever, like, I bought Fallout. I don't play, like, endgame grinding. I love Fallout. I love all the Fallouts. Every time a Fallout game comes out, like, I don't even have to ask a question. I'm gonna go buy it. You know, like, I don't go like, wait a second. Is there gonna be enough endgame? No, it's like the story, doing the side quest, the game looks sick. Same thing with the Elder Scrolls games, so it's almost like thinking about it as like a game in the same franchise as Diablo 2 is very detrimental to actually getting an honest opinion of the game, you know what I mean? So 1 to 4, what's the best and worst? Well, I thought that, like, obviously lowers. Okay, well, I guess I should have said. I thought most people knew when you rated on number scales, the lower the number, the worse the game is, but there's only 4 options. That's all I can put. All right, here I'll undo it. I'll undo it. I'll end the poll because there's a little bit of confusion, I guess. I didn't put in. I didn't know people didn't know that the lower the number rating of something, the worse it was. So, all right, here I'll put different options. It'll just be options instead of like numbers. So, what was your overall opinion on Diablo 4 beta? Does that work? We're gonna go great, good, meh, and terrible. Great, good, meh, terrible. Are those good enough options, fellas? Yeah, split right down the middle, right? Right down the middle. All right, one person said I like it, so that's what we're going with. Great, good, meh, and terrible. Ask your community. Nailed it. Now, just if anyone's wondering, great means that you liked it a lot, and terrible means you didn't like it. I'm just giving you guys a hard time. All right. Caduceus conversion. Where I'd say D2R Barb is just painful. Yeah, D2R Barb is a tough playthrough for sure. Very specialized character, the way that its balance is set, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, nah. Ugh. I thought it was really good. It won't ever be D2R, but it was good. Yeah, you just, and that's one thing that I think's the most important. Like, you have to look at it as a game that is coming out, not as another Diablo game that's like taking everything you love, you know, about this one, and, you know, block out nostalgia. There you go, Johnny D. Good point. How are today? I'm assuming, Crom, you're asking me how am I today? Pretty good. Freaking tired though. You know, I didn't really do a ton yesterday. I did like half of a video, which I posted yesterday, and then I did half of it the other day. I kind of took a day off yesterday and trimmed some shrubs around the house, and went to the gym and took my daughter to the park and stuff like that. So played basketball yesterday, so I'm like, my daughter fell asleep at like 4:30 in the afternoon, like right when we got home from school yesterday, which is crazy for her. She was, or not, no, it was like a little after 5 when we got back from the park and playing basketball and stuff. So the butcher's famous again, says Bulbasaur. Yeah, I didn't see the butcher at all. I don't know. So I wasn't lucky enough. I didn't play the game enough or something, I guess. I don't know. I didn't see the butcher. I did a bunch of dungeons, and I think I ended up seeing 3 different dungeon bosses, but one of the dungeon bosses I had like 10 or 12 times, and I only had the other ones like 1 time each. So it was like I didn't do like 50 dungeons or something, but D1Z, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't checked it in so long because I haven't found anything. There's only like I only have like maybe 10 items left, like nothing crazy, but I keep forgetting I was gonna transfer it over from the one like app that I downloaded to do it on to go back to like a different one, but I keep forgetting to do it, and I haven't checked into it in a hot minute. He's a side quest boss, yeah. That's what I'd never seen where he was at, and it's hard to, when there was like 400 people in chat, it's hard to keep track of what everyone's saying to, you know. Yeah, Griffon's been one of those ones. Like I think I've found 3. I found 3 Astrians. I've got Templar's Might, not Tyrael's. I got Death's Web. But Griffons is just eluding me, right? Eluding me. Just how it works, you know? RNG. I've got a Zod rune. I found like 3 or 4 Cham runes. I just can't get that Griffons. Can't get that Griffons. What run counter do you use? Exclamation run counter. I got a video about it. It's literally called MF run counter. So, you know, that's why I say if you want to get it, there's a link in the description of that video to the run counter, and I show you how to install it. The way that I'm like saving and exiting and joining and stuff, that's a different video I got that's called exclamation hands-free, if you want the link to that. I believe in the description of the video there's links to that stuff too, but I could be mistaken. I can't remember offhand now, actually. D-Web materials. Yeah, it's just slamming 85 areas till something good happens, right? That's all you gotta do. Or that's all you can do, I should say. Not all you gotta do. That's all you can do. What are the odds for where I'm at right now? The odds are, I believe it was 1. Get ready for this. 1 in 23,000 kills. Now, with that being said, I can do a run in 20 seconds, so 3 runs a minute. So 3 times 60, 180 in an hour. Yeah, the items are rare in D2. The items are rare in D2. Macintosh, you must not be a Diablo 2 player, I'm guessing. Must not be a Diablo 2 player. Yeah, Diablo 2 and Diablo 3 are 2 completely different breeds of players for sure. You're playing as we speak? Oh, you just didn't know the drop odds? Yeah. These are super rare items. Like, that's what someone said, D-Web. I don't know what the D-Web drop rates are. Or you can't even find D-Web wait, yeah, you can find D-Web from Pindle, never mind. It's got to be roughly the same, I'm guessing. But that's the thing, I'm not like necessarily only, I want the Griffons. But it's not like, I found a Wind Force earlier. I think I found 2 Wind Forces already. I could find D-Web. I could find, you know, all kinds of stuff that's super rare. So that's kind of what I'm hoping for. 1 in 20k, I think's right. Yeah, I remember when I looked it up because it's based upon my magic find too, and so can't break his lightning with my infinity. Did I drop Mang songs yet? Actually, no, I did not. Mang songs, in my entire life of ever playing, I've never found a Mang songs. So I've never found a Mang songs or a Tyrael's Might in any way in Diablo 2 single player pluggy. Never even on one of the Diablo 2 mods. Never found a Mang songs or a Tyrael's Might. Yeah, see, like Hassan here, he's got 4 Griffons, no D-Webs. Yeah, that's like, Dobrunsky, he still has never found Astrians. I've found 4 or 5 Astrians now. Like, it's just, sometimes there's that rare item that won't drop for you, and it drops for other people. Griffons is that one for me. I remember finding, when I found one on old Diablo 2, Pluggy, but not on D2R. I've not gotten a Griffin, so. Grand Charm. There was something kind of, it was exciting, definitely, and I like playing D4, but there's something kind of like, I don't want to say soothing, that sounds real douche nozzly. You know, something relaxing, I guess, about like having a job, having a task, knowing what you need to do to complete the task, and then doing said task, you know what I mean? Like, three metal grids in season 2. Wow, that's funny. Found Tyraels, never found a Shaco yet. You found a Tyraels, didn't find a Shaco? What? That's crazy. Oh, I didn't even look at my poll numbers. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and double check that. Make sure everyone answer up in that poll, alright? So good and meh. See, and that's the thing, like down here at terrible, and this is purely like specifically a Diablo 2 community, and it's only like 5% of people say it's terrible. But when you look at comments on stuff, you would think everybody thought the game was the worst thing ever made. You know what I mean? That's the way the internet works, right? Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, I almost feel like people yelling at me about like how much they hated me because I was saying I liked the game. I feel like it almost like swayed some of my opinion a little bit. Like I almost think now that I kind of liked playing it. When I stopped and thought about it, I liked playing it more than what I originally thought. Because I honestly feel like just people telling me that I was a piece of shit because I was playing the game and it's blah 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 and the game sucks and think about all this sucky stuff. I feel like it like corrupted part of my brain. You know what I mean? The internet trolling, yeah. The internet trolling got to me a little bit. Lucifer said it was fun. Bummed when you get kicked to you. I don't know if it was worse, terrible, or meh. Don't know if it's terrible or meh. Chris said he's with me on that sentiment for liking the game. I'm not sure if you mean, I got behind on the comments there. They flew in real quick there, but I'm assuming you meant by you know, kind of thinking about it later, you actually like the game more, I think. So yeah. Yeah, Giltrop says who cares if people more than you enjoy it. If you enjoy it, you enjoy it. Yeah. Yeah, that's what you got to tell yourself, right, or whatever. It's a little bit more difficult, obviously, I feel anyways, in my opinion, from my shoes, just having people, just being bombarded with people telling you that what you're saying is stupid and dumb and the game sucks, and just everything you read and see, like, comment after comment is about, you know, how could you like this game? You must be an idiot, you stupid, and it's like, oh, geez, you know, like. Zombie, automatic run counter. It's not actually automatic. I'm playing a single player, so I can kind of, I have a macro set up on my mouse that hits, it tells the computer to hit the buttons on the keyboard and on my mouse to like reset the counter and then pick hell difficulty and blah 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 like that. I wouldn't recommend doing this hands-free thing that I got online, but yeah, if you want to, I got oh, someone just slammed in. Cody B, appreciate you. The hands-free thing, if you ever play single player and want to do it. The run counter, I guess you could technically kind of just use it online, but you have to manually like go over, click on it, hit a couple buttons to go to the next run, and then come back over and start playing again. So, oh boy, so I'm getting a little behind in the comments. They flew in real quick here, and it gets. I do like catching as many people as possible, but comments, I mean, but it gets tough once in a while. Johnny D says he enjoyed the beta. Good to hear. Glad to hear. Ban wave at Sweet Phil's channel confirmed. No. I don't ban anybody unless they like threaten me or something, or if they personally attack me. I mean, sometimes I exaggerate slightly what people say, but I've definitely had people tell me to kill myself before and stuff. But I mean, I'm sure they don't really mean it, obviously. But yeah, if someone says you're so stupid, dude, or something like that, I don't even read any more comment. I just like hide from channel, you know. So yeah, be careful if you're being sarcastic in comments, because if I read something about, like, somebody might sarcastically say something, and then I've caught once in a while people saying stuff, and then I read a little bit further and I was like, oh, that's a joke mocking the other people. Okay, that was close. Because yeah, the the negative mental effects, you know, get you depressed and stuff, reading stuff like that all day, every day. It's not worth it to me, right? Well, Snow Pro, it's like anytime I tell somebody not to do something, like, or something I don't like, Snow Pro just instantly does it. This guy. Hey man, I just found your channel a few days ago and I've been binging them out. I'm currently running the Nightmare Andy for the SOJ. Jacob W, appreciate, glad you like the video and stuff, my dude. Your clear speed's 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, 2 to 3 minutes is going to be a bit slow. Just making sure too, I missed some. Hopefully you get that SOJ. Make sure running Nightmare Andy to get one, you definitely need a high players count as you can, and that's a little bit slow on the kill speed, obviously, so it's going to take you a while. Or maybe you'll get real lucky and get one, but just missed a superior mythic sword. I didn't know anyone did with anything with superior mythic swords, Killbane. I'm gonna be honest. What do people put in superior mythic swords? That's the new GG base for grief. I like it. I like it. I want an idea just to see. Yeah, it's got a bunch of stuff on it. Black Hail says, talking about D4, it has minor flaws, can be easily fixed. Not sure before release, but you enjoyed it a lot. If it's ethereal, you can put plague in it. Yeah, maybe. Oop, that just dodged on me. Took off. Been lurking for a while. Love the videos, man. Your funky uncle, yo, appreciate it. Very kind, very kind. Yeah, it's kind of cool to see, you know, people hopping in saying stuff like that. There's like new people coming to the channel. It's kind of exciting and all that good stuff, you know. So appreciate y'all. Anyone new up in here, and the OGs, of course. You know I appreciate y'all, but it's cool. Appreciate y'all, new people up in here in the chat too. Tal Thalord am. Put that in the right order. Yeah, Ned, you can only change the players count on offline, so that's what, for online, for getting an SOJ, your best bet is going to be is trading for one. If you're a sorceress, farming keys and trading for an SOJ eventually is kind of the best bet there, in my opinion. Players one, like solo in-game running Nightmare and Dario, is not a very effective way, in my opinion. Where did it? Your biggest gripe about D4 is it looks like D3 plus. Mind you, I haven't played it yet, but that's what it looks like. I've seen someone down here said the bitrate doesn't do it justice. Actually on YouTube you can, because Twitch is limited to 6K bitrate. YouTube's not limited like that, so YouTube bitrate, like YouTube streams look a lot better than Twitch streams. Not that, you know, it's hard to say. I mean, yeah, YouTube streams really do look pretty darn good, I'm gonna be honest. But looking like D3, I mean, I mean, that's the thing. But D3 Diablo Immortal, in a way, it kind of does. It doesn't look exactly like it though, for sure. Like, it's obviously darker, and it's hard to say. Like when you're this far away, like when the camera's like zoomed back, you can't. If the graphics are way better, or a little bit worse, you can't tell the difference because the camera's actually too far away to really be able to tell, right? So I feel like the graphics can only ever get so good on a top-down camera type of game to, you know, at some point you just won't, your eyes can't tell the difference, you know. Oh, it's a set. Oh, Grima. Wah, 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 wah. What the Griffons roll? Duke, what's going on? Haven't found it yet. We're still hunting for it. How'd the Griffons roll? I'm new to D2 and just completed Hell, says Oli Boli. My Java feels kind of weak. Where would you recommend farming? Java's like the bomb diggity for Hell Cows. Like straight up. It's like, no, you could run out in Hell Cows with just the 1 gold javelins that you start the game with and completely naked, and farm players 8 cows if you build your Lightning Fury Javas on right. So I would just double check, and I mean, I don't know how many respecs you got and this and that, what you can do, but make sure you build your Lightning Fury Javas on, and you can just slap down cows like no problem. I mean, obviously Eldritch and Shank are usually go-to, so right there if you wanted something easy and quick. Bulge. I feel like, let's see, what is it? Chaos Sanctuary? The only thing immune to lightning are those floaty caster dudes, right? So, I did see the trying some, yeah, I mean, obviously, the way single player is, even online, they're not really used that much, but. Has D2 D2R set the bar so high that no matter what D4 is, there's no way it could beat it? Kinda. There's a few different factors there, Jordan. Jordan Mitchell. There's obviously a nostalgia factor with D2. D2 is amazing, I think. There's a lot of things absolutely amazing about it. Nostalgia factor makes you like kind of gloss over the fact that there are some things wrong with it. That you've just like, that not you, but people in general, myself included, have come to like have a blind spot for, I guess you could say, or that you're just so used to it, like that's just how it is, right? Like, you know, Worldstone Keep, Thrown to Destruction. I might have to do that. I feel like there's a lot of champions down there. I got no Sunder Charm, but I do have Infinity, so maybe we'll be all right. Maybe just do a players 3. I still need to get Lightning Sunder Charms. So yeah, nostalgia factor. And some people, it's so hard to say. It's so hard to say. I just think it's a combination of like 7 different little things that kind of make it hard to. And even me, like I said, my first initial impressions, I don't believe are how I necessarily feel about it anymore. After sitting down thinking about it, and I did see a few different videos from a few different people, you know. Definitely watched Brunskys and Llamas and some other people's. Some of it I agreed with, some people's stuff I didn't, you know, no big deal. Everyone's got a different opinion, but. Okay, let's go ahead. I think players 3. I don't remember this. Oh yeah, use my battle orders this time, huh? Phil, how would you feel about another D2 expansion? Boy, that would be nuts. That would just be weird. I mean, I'd be on board. I definitely would not be against it. Wow, they're poison. Poison down here is crazy. That's even, I have a Curon too. Holy moly. The poison down here is legit. He looks like Eldritch. Boy. Come on, Cass. There you go. Boy. A lot of poison damage on here. Hey Phil, this is the Grail account you working on? Yeah, this is my offline single player. Almost when you get poisoned, you almost need to start. Just need to keep teleporting around, killing stuff. Diadem, that could have been it, fellas. Because you get off so much life after kill on Enigma. Oof. The poison down here. I kind of didn't remember how crazy it was when you have really low resistances. Usually your cure, you're A-okay about everything. You don't need no resistances with that cure meditation, blah, 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 but I'll have to go actually put some poison res on, maybe. 32 to life. What should I clear out of here? Project Diablo 2 is Diablo 2 2.5. Yeah, I liked the first season of Project Diablo 2, but then they just went too far. Too far, in my opinion. Nathan says D4 is not D2, and I'm okay with it, unless they make a game that you can have this many varied classes because of equipment. They'll never remake D2. Yeah, the whole. Yeah, I feel like nowadays just it would be impossible for like a AAA game to be made like Diablo 2. Just impossible. I need to static these guys. Oop. Huh. Wrathy is a toughie. Nephis says he's going to be maining D4 in June. Yeah, I'll definitely be playing that for a while. For sure. What? Blizzard has a D2R dev team. They have already said they will progressively update the game and make good on that. Yeah, I know they said that. I mean, and I have no inside information. You know, it's all just speculation and opinion. I can't imagine that they're going to keep doing stuff with D2R. Couldn't imagine it. Like, even if it's, you know, they got a couple of people working on it, I could just see at some point they're just, and not some point not so far into the future, they're pretty much going to update the game based upon how many people are still actively playing. And if they look and there's like, wow, there's like 6,000 total people playing D2R like at launch of a ladder, we're not going to update, we're not doing this anymore. Like something like that. I just couldn't imagine them still, you know what I'm saying, right? Boy, I really need to get some poison res. Alex B says he doesn't think that they're going to do anything with D2R. Yeah, I mean, I know they kind of said that. Okay, said they were going to, but yeah, I can't really see it either personally. I mean, I think maybe for like one more ladder they'll do stuff, and they'll see like the next ladder's supposed to be like right after D4 launches, and it's going to be like, oh, there's 300 people during the ladder reset. Like, why are we updating this still? You know. That's what I think's gonna happen, but that's just, you know, my opinion, based on some random dude on the internet, who I am said it. Let's go like this. Ugh, let's shift the mic a little bit. Too hard for me to drink my coffee with my mic so close. It makes you feel any better, anime says he's the one guy at Blizzard doing D3 seasons for like 7 years. Yeah, that's what people, I don't know if that's something you actually know or if that's just something. There used to be people all the time that would say stuff like that, like how can you even care that D4 was you know, developed this way? There was one guy that did the whole game. Just one dude did everything. So. Yo, Phil, are you on offline? Yeah, this is single player. It's called on D2. It's called single player. Beaker says play D4 for what it is. Probably got wrecked here. They said something. Oh, not what you want it to be. Play it for what it is, not what you want it to be, says Beaker. Not a bad, you know, not a bad way to put it, right? Jeremy P, longtime watcher. Do you think more of the new Helm rune words would get used more if something like white circlet came to with plus skills? Circlets with plus skills. I mean, I suppose they probably would if you had plus skills on everything, but then I don't know about the new rune words, but if they had plus skills on it, I mean, geez, you could end up with like 5 to Nova helmets and stuff for the sorceress and things like that, you mean? Fail kill's boring with Nova. Not worth it at all. Solo self-found and solo self-found hardcore for D4. Anima, I mean, they're not going to put that in. I don't believe any, like, these are my opinions, obviously. But, I mean, anybody can do solo self-found if they want to. But, yeah, as for putting in single player or putting in solo self-found mode, I don't really see them doing that. It'll just have to be a choice that people make to do themselves, like... Because, I mean, for the D4, for the open early beta, that's what I did. I didn't even play with people at all, like, at any point, really, when I did it. Oh, yeah, I have all Magic Find Charms in here. I don't have nothing going on. What I got going on in here? Maybe we'll go with... I don't have any other boots with some res on them or anything around here. I don't feel like searching, so we're just going to gobble up the poison damage, I guess, huh? Blizzard just banned a bunch of botters from WoW. Huh. Interesting. Oh, poison? Jeez. Yeah, I mean, Jinx, I didn't want to go grab a mule and do this and do that right now, you know? Sounds like a lot of work. Wowzers. Look at that poison damage. Holy moly. You see that? I'm gonna use it. Oh, I was gonna... Do. Souls. Hard pass. We'll go down. Wait. What? My Infinity can't even break these guys' immunities. That's wild. Alright, let's go ahead and grab this Sunday and get out of here and hope it's a lightning. What I've been looking for. Lightning! Another cold. Probably the best. That's probably better than the other one I got. I think it's a 78 or something. Oof. Emilio got evaporated. Oh, 72. So that's worthless on single player. I wasn't even paying attention. Maybe it might have been that my call to arms ran out. My battle orders, I mean. Whatever you want to call it. Sometimes that happens. Poor Emilio gets evaporated. Oh, it's probably that person. Let's get away from that group. Okay. Boy, that's some wacky dolls. Love it. Come on, Kier, help me out already. It's supposed to go away. Thank you. Champion dolls. Oh, Prophecy, thank you so much. Fellas, he comes in with. Thank you so much for the super chat. Prophecy, my man. My man. Okay, first Lightning Sunday, minus 87 baller, says Randy. I would take that right now. With energy shield, like lightning res. Not saying it's worthless, but it's not as important on energy shield builds as, you know. I'd take it. Not sure how much I wanna. We'll flash them. They won't be able to get close enough to us. Slim comes in with a let's go. What's going on, Slim? Yeah, let's go right here. Oh, it's for your traps, and you say, Randy. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Keeps laying like a boss. Oh, I missed a. Hey, when I'm trying to read comments and they go dook 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 and pop off the thing. Lionel says, "Yo yo, sweet Phil, keep slaying like a boss, and thanks for all the great content. I appreciate you. Very kind of you. Very kind of you." Drinking 6 antidote potions in town for 50 plus res for 3 minutes. Yeah, I could do that, couldn't I? Could do that. That sounds like a lot of work too, huh? A lot of work. Ogriax, let's go. Gotta check it. Gotta check it real quick before they drop. They're gonna drop right on my dome. Alright, he's okay. He just sits there and eats that up. No problem. Nice, nice. Oops. Oh. Let's see. This is gonna be a Sunday from them, right? Sunday or Geeds. I didn't see who it fell off of. Oh, we got that lightning one at least. At least we got one lightning one. So we'll just pull. Do I have any 6s in here? I do got some 6s. That's a ask and you shall receive type situation. Poison res, we'll keep that one, I think. How about the one with nothing on it? There's what lightning res is supposed to look like in hell difficulty, fellas. Cryptic sword too. There you go. You were 4 minutes behind, Snow Pro. What a rook. Oh, all right, let's see how the poll's going. We're probably time to pop another one, huh? Only 8% said it was terrible. Only 256 votes. That's all right. During a live stream, so this is only like devoted fans and probably D2 people to D2 fan. I'm gonna go ahead and take pictures of these actually, instead of writing them down. See, Snowpro. Actually, Snowpro. You know what? You always roast me for this. That I write stuff on paper like an old man, right? I took a picture of it. Be proud of me. Oh, geez, the picture's so blurry I couldn't even see it. No, I can see it. It's just pretty blurry, though. Does D2R feel different after D4? It kind of does a little bit. I'm gonna be honest. I did think that it feels. I don't know how to explain it. It does feel like less smooth. I'm gonna be honest. But I've kind of thought, ever since I've switched to quick cast on D2R, D2R has felt much less smooth in my opinion. Quick cast, it's kind of convenient not to have to click with the other hand, but quick cast just doesn't work as good as clicking with the mouse. That's what I've always noticed. So, all right, let's go ahead and end that poll right there, and we're gonna pop up another one. So let's see, and I only have 4 options. So like, this question is gonna be like, what do you think is the most important thing to address, or how am I gonna word this? The most important issue they need to address with Diablo 4 that you've seen from the beta. So, what is the most important issue they should address that you've seen in the beta? Isn't that what I wrote? Let's see. The font, world scaling. Let's put yeah, monster scaling as one. I'm just gonna put issues with dungeon design. Dungeon. How do you spell dungeon? Dungeon design. I don't think that's right. You guys will figure it out. What else do we got? Do we got any other good Q lines? Well, the Qs you can't really say a whole lot. Oh yeah, the mini map thing. Class balance. Let's go class balance. Because so far we only got the 3. I mean, it's hard to say. Okay, let's go class balance. We'll put that in. People who have opinions on that can pop that opinion in there. We got one more we can put in. The map options. The map. So with the map and the there's like a million different things. Let's see. Horrible inventory. Would inventory layout and like map layout, would that be all lumped under like UI? Or is that like I think that would all be lumped under UI, right? Like UI issues. So let's go add another one. Let's go UI issues. UI improvement. Let's go improvement. I like the positive spin that has, right? Not the UI issues. UI improvement, you know, like it make it better, you know, not like there's so many issues. Like improve it. You see? You see? So we'll go ahead and fire it up. Ask so monster scaling. Dungeon design, class balance. Let's go ahead and ask it up. I don't know about the dungeon scaling necessarily, but we'll throw that one in there anyways. I didn't feel like trying to think of a new one. A lot of people saying being able to zoom out further. I didn't notice that as much of an issue, to be perfectly honest. The one thing that I did, it's not, in my opinion, it wasn't so much zoom out, but it was that the camera was less top down. You know what I mean? Like it was less top down than D2, so it was shifted almost more like this instead of like this. I don't know if you can tell by my example there, if you get what I'm saying. So like the bottom of the screen was like this long, and the top of the screen was this long. So like literally when I would do the boss, when I did the world boss fight, I had to run around so I was underneath him so I could see him. You know what I mean? So we did have the terrorized Worldstone Keep. What is it? It's only halfway through. I got my lightning Sunday. Yeah, I kind of agree with Anima here. It is tough, and just everybody remember that was the equivalent of like Act 1 of normal, what we did. So maybe their acts aren't exactly laid out and it's set up exactly like D2. Maybe you could say it's like playing the first half of normal on Diablo 2 was like what we did. So all right, we'll rock that. And we don't really need. I think I'm just gonna go back to Pindle now that I got my Lightning Sunday. That was the main reason I wanted to run the Terror Zones, is for the Lightning Sunday Chime. So. Oh yeah, it's still on Players 3, isn't it? Bloodlord Skull. That's a pretty rare one. Find a bazillion of these, apparently. Check the boots first right quick. Some poison res I need, but yeah. Another Dark Force Spawn. Pretty rare one that I have like a bazillion of. A 332. 332. That was close, Sunil. Close. It's probably the best one I've ever found in my life, to be honest. Yeah. Like it. I like it. Oops. I had to set up. See, that's the way the macro is set up. It's set up so the mouse cursor is always on return. So if I accidentally hit this and then hit the macro, it goes up one into options instead of going up one to save game. Justin says, Justin Smith, Barb sucks in every Diablo game ever. Yeah, kind of true, right? Kind of true. I'm gonna save that and maybe throw out the other one that's not as good, huh? Okay. Pretty good roll, yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like the same view angle as D3, which is a little awkward, says Justin Smith. Talking about earlier, I mentioned how just the camera angle's a little bit different from D2. Yeah. Sunil says throw that on a poison necro. Yeah. Right? Depends what you're rocking on the poison necro too, right? A lot of times, I guess, I always go kind of a little bit of a budget way, where you throw on the 3-piece trangs to get the minus on the necro head over there. We need some liquids. Do you think they can fix dungeons in D4 in like 3 months? Question mark. To be honest, they probably could, because I think it would be the equivalent of like changing like how hard would it be in, because I think they're set up kind of random, right? They're kind of like tiles in D2, so you would just have to change the way the tiles are oriented, right? Maybe. I could be wrong. I don't know exactly how they designed the game, but yeah, I think that from D4, from the betas, worrying about how these dungeons are set up and worrying about this and that and like worrying about how the skills are balanced at like level 12 and stuff like that isn't really going to be productive at this point, if you know what I mean. Like, really, I don't care as much if the barbarian isn't as powerful at level 20 if everything's like pretty even at level like 90, right? So, which I don't believe anybody really knows. So. Hey Phil, be cool to roll Sunder charms for different Sunder types. Bro, Sunder types. I don't know what you mean by Sunder types there. What do you mean? Exactly, my apologies. D4 open beta is downloading. Nice. Oh, Snow Pro coming with $2. Possible to level our druid together Friday. Yeah, I was thinking about, since I didn't really get to play with anybody last weekend, didn't get to, and kind of just didn't put a lot of work into trying to do it, to be honest. I was thinking about getting some people to do that. Thank you for the $2 super chat once again, Snowpro. You're on the short list, Snowpro. You're on the short list. Yeah, JV says he's almost positive they built the dungeon from a modular standpoint, aka the same as D2, sort of, with tiles kind of deal and stuff. Yeah, I think so too, yeah. It would be dumb not to, right? Well, yeah, the only thing is, like, it was super annoying to have to always backtrack. You know, like, you go straight up the middle, you get to where there's the door, and then you have to go all the way out to the left and get some key, and then you have to run back over where there's no monsters, and then run over to the right and you kill monsters on the way, get a key, run all the way back, which, once you get all your movement skills and you start getting a little more movement speed on your character, it just did start to feel a little less terrible, but yeah, it's annoying to be forced to backtrack. Or yeah, where you have to clear all of the monsters, and it's like, I heard, I think maybe it was Llama that said this, it's like every single dungeon is just like the Den of Evil quest in Diablo 2. You know, there's going to be one monster that you accidentally bypassed somehow, and or some carver that got resurrected, and you're like, ugh, God, I gotta go track this thing down somewhere. Hardcore D4 challenge. I thought about doing a hardcore one time, but I don't think I'll have enough time, because I still haven't tried the rogue yet, even, because one day, like Saturday last week, I was kind of busy and I couldn't, you know, I couldn't just no life D4 beta, you know what I mean? So I don't know, I got to try to squeeze in 3 different characters this weekend, essentially, so I'm not sure. Justice Smith says, yeah, one zombie sitting in the corner. Dabrowski had a good idea that I really liked, that he said in a video. I checked out, his video was today or yesterday, I don't remember what, but that it should just be like you should have to get 90% of the monsters or something. See, I think with those dungeons where you have to kill all the monsters, really what it should do is, like, you run through the dungeon, and when you kill monsters and you move further and you get to, like, the other side of the dungeon, the monsters on the other side of the dungeon should, like, respawn. And it's not that you have to kill every monster, but you have to kill 200 of them or something like that, you know what I mean? The only thing that would lead to is people avoiding the stronger monsters and only killing the weak ones, but you'd have to, I don't know, there would be a way to work around that, right? Have to figure it out, like, I think that was Macro. Could have been both of them even, I'm not sure. I think I seen Dabrowski see, but maybe he had heard it from, maybe 7 other people had said it, you know what I mean? Who knows? Not this guy. Not this guy. Have them show up on the minimap, like you got a UAV in Call of Duty. That's how the monsters would show up. Hey, Philly, do you think I might check out Counter-Strike 2 when it comes out? Wait. Do you think I might check out, or do you think, are you asking if I would check it out? I'm not going to, I know that. I've never played Counter-Strike before. Oh! There's a rare one, too. We're going to want them 4 sockets. We're going to want them 4 sockets, fellas. Oh, nailed it. I don't know what the enhanced damage rolls to, but there you go, fellas. Cha! I don't know if I'm pretty sure I got at least 1 or 2 of those. I just put it back in the cube that I already had it in. Nice. Nice. Yeah, Christopher says they do show up on the minimap. Yeah, that is, right when I was saying that, I was kind of started to think, my gears started turning. I was like, wait a second. Didn't they show up on the map? Oh, I'm still running this on Players 3. What am I doing? Idiot. Just costing myself time. There you go, Anima. Yeah, see, they should make it more like T3. But that's not a bad idea. Yeah, essentially it works the same way as experience, is what you're saying? That certain, like the champions will give you more of the leap on the bar that you need to complete in order to complete the dungeon. Yeah, that's a good idea. How much MF? What was it? 480, I think? Might be a little lower now. I took a couple off, so it's probably like 450. Drop so far. Clo-Clo. All kinds of stuff. All kinds of stuff so far. Dark Force spawn. I just got a Grizz Caddy. P1 is good for, it's 3-5 for Pindle. Yeah, Pindle, specifically Pindle himself will drop the same thing. The same number of items and blah, 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 everything like that, no matter what the player's count is. Technically, if you have a higher player's count, his minions will drop more stuff around him. But, specifically Pindle he'll just get more life, more life, more life. And technically you get a little more experience, but I don't care about leveling. When's the D4 open beta, says George? Excuse me, this Friday. This Friday. Alex, yes I can, actually. What's repetitive is because I can go farm anywhere I want to at any time. I don't have to go do dungeons. So, I could go do the Worldstone Keep right now. Things seem repetitive when you're forced to do them. If you're not forced to do something, and you're choosing to do it, then it's not repetitive. That's the number one thing that I hate the most. I hate being forced to do things that I don't want to do when I don't want to do them. I mean, it sounds pretty basic when you say it out loud, but that's why I don't like the terror zones and stuff like that. Because, like, right now, it's like, well, I don't want to go run the Worldstone Keep right now, but I have to because I need to get this and that, and the Sunder Triumphs only drop in terror zones, so, you know, I have to go do it, you know. I hate when games try to force you to do things you don't want to do when you don't want to do them, so. My number one most hated thing. See, I like streaming Pindle personally. It gives me the best chance to read as many comments as I can. And it's kind of something I really try to do when I'm streaming. So that's why sometimes when I stream, I kind of do things that look a little bit more boring. But I try to interact with chat more. So I don't want to only do like hardcore farming Worldstone Keep. Because then I'll never, ever read a single comment. I'll never read a single comment in the chat. Oh, Galback's giving you guys the stank eye because you didn't hit the like. Not enough of you guys hit the like button. Galback, make sure you put a vote in for what you think should change the most about D4. Like, what do you think they should change? Right now, we're gonna give it a little more time. There's only 100 votes on that thing too. Make sure you guys get your vote in if you think there's anything they should change here. Dungeon design is the number one thing. Kind of surprised, I guess. I don't know if I'm surprised or not. Monster scaling, dungeon design. Okay. Interesting. I didn't read chat for crap last week. Well, yeah, it's hard to read chat when I'm playing a game I never played before. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying not to die all the time. Plus, I'm like seeing things for the first time. And also, At points, there were 800 people in chat. Like, how good is someone going to read chat when there's 800, 1,000 people in the chat, right? My bad, though, guys. I do know I always try my best at all times. Always try my best. Close to 100 likes. There's only 100 likes? There's 240 people in here right now. And I've been on... You guys gotta pump those. Those are rookie numbers, fellas. Was there a Stone of Jordan D3? I don't know about that. Someone else is going to have to answer that one. I only... Oh, there you go, George. Only read Super Chats. That's what I should do. Yeah, I mean, that's one way you can handle it. I don't want to go that route, but... Randy, smash it. What made farming in D2 enjoyable? This is a comment from Jacob L. Was that even if you were a bit higher of a level, you could go farm a lower level boss to gear up. Yeah, D2 does kind of nail that part. And you're generally commenting back upon the monster scaling or whatever, right? To where you're never going to be, like, if you start to struggle or something, you're never going to have that place to go back to farm to get easier gear. The only thing, if the game continues the way that we've seen in the beta, which who knows what, you're probably never really going to struggle, right? Oh, there was a Stone of Jordan, but it was worthless is the what I'm hearing here, what I'm seeing here, so. Clo says, don't forget us when you make it big, Sweet Phil. I'll do my best. I'm always going to try to read chat and keep up with everything, yeah. As for making it big, I mean, that's not, I'm doubt I'm going to make it big. I'm not going to be like Asmongold size in a year or two. I wouldn't imagine. Should be sick. You can just upload any video about nothingness and get like 300,000 views. Not with that attitude, says Grindy. Archmage says the world tiers. Yeah. I kind of, not gonna lie, kind of forgot a little bit about that in the moment, talking about the difficulty and difficulty scaling. The difficulty does scale with. See, it would almost be like you wouldn't necessarily go back to another weaker area, but you go to a different world tier, right? Like if you go up from veteran to I don't remember the names of them, but up to the next one, you'd be like, oh man, this is a little bit too much. I need to go get. But you'd have to go down to the other one and farm better gear, right? So. George says he doesn't like how many legendaries are in the beta. Yeah. It's hard to say, because like legendaries aren't like the best gear in the game. They're just like, it did seem a bit weird though, I'm gonna be honest. And even, I don't know if anyone else noticed this, the last day, I was finding way less legendaries. I felt, anyways. This is just feel, thought, blah, blah, blah. It felt like I started all of a sudden not finding many legendaries. I went over and gambled, and I gambled like 10, like, not 10, but like 7 things, and I didn't get any legendaries. So, I don't know if it was turned up for the beta or not, so. D4 has no uniques in the beta. Yeah, there was no uniques, and there's some other class of something too that I forget. I heard some people talking about, but I couldn't really remember. I was like, I don't remember hearing about that type of, but there's 100% I know for sure there were no uniques in, yeah, Chris Rowley nailed what I had heard too. I heard above 50 is what I heard, so. And I heard, yeah, they said about uniques that the average person will find 2 or 3 a season. So maybe, like somebody who plays as much as me, which some of y'all out there play 2-3 times as much as I do. We'll probably get full characters of uniques by the end of a season, I'm guessing, the way that they had it sound. Like I said, I'm guessing. So, it almost, if what they said is true about that, it sounds, and I think uniques are going to be the best in the game, I think. The best items. Maybe there'll be instances where they won't be. Hopefully, maybe it'll end up just like D2, where there's a lot of uniques. But rune words, I'm kind of considering uniques in this analogy, but how you can throw on You know, you'll have something up here like a rare. You know, you could have rare boots over here to help you out, but then you got uniques that are the best. Uniques, but then there's some rares, you know, so. You think Blizzard would make a more labyrinth map on the dungeons? I'm not sure, to be honest, Jose. I'm not 100% sure, Jose D. I don't think that they're really going to change a whole lot from the beta to the game launching. I don't know that anything was absolutely glaring that was, like, changed, to be perfectly honest. The only thing I think they're going to do is, you know how, like, when you would go to do a quest and there would be, like, a place where the quest would initiate, but it wouldn't initiate, and there'd be a wall and you'd have to save and exit and come back in and then you could go forward? They're going to fix bugs like that. Or there was, like, one boss that was just, like, standing there glitching, and you'd go up and hit it and hit it and hit it, and it wouldn't deal any damage to it, or, like, you couldn't deal enough damage to it to kill it. It would just, like, get down real low, and then it would never die. They're going to fix stuff like that. I don't think they're going to change the UI. They're not going to change the map. They're not going to change the skill. Like, they're not going to change everything that they had built over the last 3 years. You know what I mean? I just don't think they're going to change all that kind of stuff. I think, but we'll see. So we're going to go ahead and only 130 votes. Make sure everyone put a vote in on this next poll right here. I want to make sure I get everyone's opinion on this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Grimaud, let's go. Maybe in future patches or something, because like I just said, I don't think they're really going to change this stuff, but maybe before season 1, they'll change some stuff, maybe. Give me a second. Blow my nose. Scott, no, I did not get a Griffons yet. Did not. Did I label this? No, I'm going to find a Griffin's Eye. I guess on the title I should have said going to find a Griffin's Eye. George says it. You don't think everyone even played? Yeah, no, definitely not everybody played, but I mean, you can have opinions based upon what you heard and seen. No big deal about that. Just opinions, right? Oh, Twitchy. I don't know if anyone else answered this yet, but there are not any set items in D4 at this time. I think that's something they might add in for a season, but right now I don't believe there are any set items. They need to name him an Ogre the Slayer in D4. Boy, that'd be sick, right? Ogre them all. Congratulations, Garrett. Congratulations to two Griffons over the last few months. Yeah, they're gonna add set items when I find my Griffin's Eye. What? An ethereal oh, what's it called? I forget what this is called. Spirit Keeper? There we go, I nailed it. Nailed it! I'm finding a lot of rare stuff from Pindle, but just not the Griffons. If you factor in the odds of this rolling ethereal, this is probably like 8 times rarer to find than a Griffons. Like if you were like, I'm gonna run Pindle until I find an ethereal Spirit Keeper, it's probably like 8 times technically more rare than a Griffons. If not more. I don't know the actual drop odds on a Spirit Keeper, but it's up there. Because it's a class-specific item, it's crazy. Should I Zod it? The real Griffons are the friends we make along the way, right? You double dog dare when you put a Zod in it? Yeah, it's weird that they didn't use Diablo font for a Diablo game. It seems like such an easy, like, it almost. Why would they not use Diablo font for a Diablo game? I did kind of wonder that. Seems like an odd choice. A very odd choice. It's not a game breaker for me, but it just seems so obvious. You know what I mean? Yeah, the super low level, there's even I forget what items they are. There's like TC3 items that are super rare to find in hell. But yeah. Yeah, 650 defense. Yeah. Crazy. I should totally put a Zod in that. No, I'll probably just hang on to it as like a trophy and then obviously I'll never use it, but it's kind of neat, I guess. A rare item. Don't matter if I say that quick. Garrett says never had luck with Pindle drops. I have. I could see why people wouldn't want to run Pindle over and over again, obviously. It's really, part of it is, like I said, it's good for streaming. It's good to read chat. And it's kind of I try to prioritize reading chat, so that's a little bit, and I can absolutely find that Griffons here, you know what I'm saying? So, how many magic finds do I have? I have, it's like 450-ish. Who's going to be on the next Philcast? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really looked into it a whole lot and stuff, so. They don't, they don't really get like a crazy ton of views, you know what I'm saying? So it's hard to justify, you know, spending the time to set it up and set up a time and sacrificing, because I would have to do them, usually I always have to do them outside of the time when I usually work here, you know, when I'm streaming and making videos during the day. That's my work time. So I have to like sacrifice time with my family in order to do them, and then I don't make any money, which is, you know, obviously my job is to pay the bills for the family, so, you know, it's kind of tough. Justin says he's just criticizing from a Unity standpoint. The specific font doesn't actually matter, but just consistency. Yeah, it just seems odd to not use Diablo font for a Diablo game. Just seems odd. Height mode, because I don't want to do World Stone Keep right now. That's why I'm not doing it. That's the number one thing I hate about Terror Zones the most. They try to FOMO people into playing and doing stuff that they don't want to do when they don't want to do it. So that's like the singular, this right here, it just drives me crazy every time that I see it, because I almost swore there. I absolutely hate Terror Zones. I hate everything about it, pretty much. I really wish, never gonna happen, obviously. I wish they would remove Terror Zones from the game. A bazillion ton, I wish they would. But that's just me. And 40 people leave. I'm in that 5% minority that don't like Terror Zones. I get it. I get it. If I could interview Diablo, what would I ask him? No idea. Why are you so mad at everybody? How do you keep coming back from the dead? You never actually die. Right? Yeah, there you go, Snow Pro. Uber Terror Zones, where they only drop, every champion drops only unique items. Yeah, if they keep adding to D2, that's where it's heading. That's where it'll be in like 3 years or 2 years. That's where D2 will be. Yeah, Chris says you don't like the daily weeklies in games. Yeah, I mean it's obviously a little bit different, but that's essentially what terror zones are. You gotta watch the time, you gotta watch the websites and clocks. Like, ooh, it's terrorized cows. I have to get on right now and do it. I hate that kind of crap. Hate that stuff. I guess it's not as much as, you know, the daily stuff. I'm curious to see how exactly the world bosses are handled for the actual game launch, because they said they're going to be didn't they say there's going to be a couple or a few of them every day? But if they're dropping all this, like all the legendaries, like 4, 5, 6 legendaries at a time, and some people are hitting 2 or 3 world bosses a day, like you're gonna have to just like watch it and be like, "Ooh, man, like I have to get on because I'm gonna fall so far behind everybody. I'm not even gonna be, you know, like if I don't do the world bosses, like I have to get on and play right now. Like I know it's my daughter's birthday, but I gotta get on and get this stuff, you know." Flame Bellow. Do I got room for this? I do. Gotta check the Ogre React or Mall. I mean, oopsie. Good old Flame Bellow. Always wish this was a little better. Unfortunately, that Inferno skill, obviously trash. Unfortunately. Love them Bullrock Blades, though. Sick name. Sick name. Yeah, Jacob, yeah, the entire game will just be Terror Zone drop mod, essentially. That's D2 in like 2 years. Maro says, yeah, if you could pick what Terror Zone you wanted to do, but you could only do it for an hour. Yeah, even if it was like... Yeah, even if it was something like that, I would be much, much happier. Like, maybe you could, like, craft something, and then that crafting thing would allow you to go into a zone, put it in the cube, transmute it, boom, that zone would turn terrorized, and then you could farm that zone, and you could do it 3 times in 24 hours or something. That would be better than trying to FOMO people into playing and doing terrorized cows when they don't want to play and stuff like that. So anything along those lines would be much better. Much better. What's my unbiased opinion, D4? To be honest, it's kind of going up, to be honest. The more that I like think about it, there's still certain things, obviously no one's going to like everything perfect. I was mentioning some of them, like the FOMO aspects that they're adding into the game, you know. I'm assuming it makes them more money, right? So that's why they do it. But I think if you just think of the game outside the realm of it being in the Diablo universe, I think it's a pretty good game. I don't think I'm going to be playing D4 in 20 years. I don't think I'm going to be playing D4 for even years. But I think it's not bad. What FOMO things they're going to have in the game? They have a battle pass in D4. They have a for cosmetics, so they did say that the free track was gonna. I could have swore, unless I'm wrong. I've mentioned this a few times, but I haven't heard really anyone else mention it. In one of the dev things, they said that it was going to be the free pass that everyone was going to have access to, so you wouldn't have to pay for it. So you don't pay for any boosts or anything, but the free track would have experience gains on the free battle pass. I swear to goodness, I heard them say this in a dev interview. So, and not to mention, you'll be missing out on the cosmetics. I mean, if that really FOMOs you, it's up to you. You know, these are all just opinions I'm saying. Just remember that. I know I'm stressing how much this is just an opinion, but it's just an opinion. Obviously, the world boss is dropping 5 or 6 legendaries every time. Like, go do a world boss that takes 5 minutes and get 5 legendaries, or go do dungeons that take 5 to 10 minutes to complete each one, or however fast you say you do them. You get probably we were probably getting like a legendary in each one. We'll say 7 minutes a dungeon, so you get, you know, in 1 hour. What's my math skills? Are like my brain's melting here. You'll get like 7 legendaries, or you can go do a 5-minute world boss and get 6 of them. You know, so. What's a FOMO? Right? What's a FOMO? Sweet Phil Clan and D4? Yeah, I'm gonna be, so Frito, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, we could do that. I'm just not very. I play D2. I love playing D2, making videos, streaming and stuff. I'm not very like gamer guy knowledgeable, to be perfectly honest. I would have to look into. Do they have an actual like clan setup in D4 and stuff? I don't really know a lot of things about a lot of things I don't know about. I love the way I worded that, but Anima says you can craft XP pots in D4 as well. Yeah, I definitely seen that. I don't know if they scale or not at all either. I know the ones that I had seen and I made, they were just all 5%, but I don't know. I did have one that I couldn't use until level 35, and I forget what it was even on it, but the pay pass gains you the first 20 levels, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think he was joking about the fear of missing out, right? The world boss had a weekly lockout? I didn't hear about that. I just heard there was only going to be a couple of them a day. So I didn't hear it, so. Am I drinking ketchup? No, it's just a red water bottle. I bought this super sick water bottle, so you can literally put ice and water in it, and like I'll stream it this time, and I'll come down here tomorrow, and there's still ice in it, like at the same time tomorrow. So sick, right? So it holds the coolness pretty good. It does have a clan system of some sort. What it does, I do not know. Just ooh, gotta be good. Do it. No. Sosa says, "Oh yeah. Other than that, than having a clan name, so it. I mean, what else would it do? I'm not really sure what else it would do, right? Like I said, I don't play a ton of other games, so I don't really know about all this stuff. It's D2, D2, D2. Freddy's disappointed over D4. Let me go ahead and update the poll here, whatever. So we had almost 200 and almost half, well, 40% anyways. Dungeon design is the #1 thing. Okay. Dungeon design. Let me go ahead and snap another picture. Okay. Let's see. So we got to think of what's the next question going to be. Why don't you guys... What would you think the next best question I should ask y'all, the community here, of what we should do, huh? I was thinking like maybe, and I'm not necessarily for sure going to do this, but maybe like how likely are you to play Diablo 4 at launch? Something like that. I don't know if anyone else has a better question or not. I'll do a few runs, see if I see any questions scroll across the chat that are more interesting than the one I said, huh? George says he's gonna wait for it to go on sale. There you go. It's hard to say, like, I mean, I could see it being on sale within like a year, right? Being on sale for like $50 at some point. Like, or even just before Christmas going on sale for $60 even or something. Yeah, Justin says, you feel like it's hard not to make D4 content? Yeah. Yeah, if I put out a Diablo 2 video right now... I mean, I'm streaming it. I like playing it. You guys probably like watch and play it or whatever, but well, I would assume you would anyways, but I'll yeah, because I'll probably, I don't know what I got on the plan. Yeah, I got to come up with some good ideas. I'm not the most imaginative old man, but I'll probably do another D4 video here in the next day or two, and then over the weekend do a couple and maybe 1 or 2 next week, and I'll probably go back to D2 stuff for a while. I'm not going to be just hammering out D4 videos nonstop for the next 2 months, just like, this build is God tier, this skill is God tier, this is the best build in the game. Like, you know, you see all this stuff, you know, the best build for Act 1 of normal. Alright, maybe this is kind of a play off of what I've seen somebody else's comment being. Let's go... Which option best describes your plan for Diablo 4? Already pre-ordered. Waiting for more reviews to decide. Waiting until after launch to buy. Or no way I'm playing that. Some of this, yeah, there's supposed to be dashes and commas, something's supposed to be capitalized here, but that's close enough. Close enough. I think that's where we're going with it. So go ahead and hit a vote on that poll, fellas, if you care to. Yeah, I would imagine the people that have been strictly D2 creators for the last however many years, they're gonna play D4 for a while, and then they're gonna not play D4, right? And then they're gonna come back to D2 probably. I would guess. Could be wrong. It depends, though. Depends on a lot, right? How's a quick list? 50 votes for already pre-ordered it. All right. Let's see here. They just need to keep updating, maintaining. D2R says Freddy. Yeah. Bloody Foothills. Yeah, there you go. That's the good, this is the good one. This is a good tear zone. Oh! Like, I forget what that is. Actually, a monster area. I mean, maybe I'll just hit these schmucks for a while, huh? That's what I like. Nice and easy. I can read chat. Maybe we'll pause this on the run counter. Yeah, we can hit them super fast. Yeah, I agree with Anima there that I don't think, I hope that the only things I hope that they change about D2R, which obviously, like I said, it's never going to happen. They get rid of terror zones for sure. But I don't want them to keep adding things in that I don't like about the game or stuff like that. Vamp braces. Yeah, Scott. 1100 Pindle run is not, like I said, we looked up the odds and it was like 1 in 23,000 or 1 in 20. It was like 23,800 Pindle runs to find a Griffons or something, so. Oh, Grimal, let's go. Gotta check them all. Ooh, 252. With increased attack speed and a bunch of strength. The cutie pie rare, but I mean, I don't even know how good it would ever have to roll for me to use it, right? What's better, pits or terror zones? Oh, well, I mean, if you're talking about how many drops you're gonna find, I mean, a terror zones is 10 out of 10 times. That's the thing about this game now. Terror zones are like the drop rates for stuff in terror zones, and your chance of finding good stuff in terror zones is so astronomically higher than everywhere else that there's no reason to do anything else. So unless you just don't like terror zones like at all, but I'm trying to get my Griffons here, and we gotta at least get I'm kind of in a stage here too where I'm not sure how I want to handle it, because everybody loves terror zones except for me. So it's like, you know, am I gonna do videos in a way that my viewers don't like, or am I gonna do them in the, like, run the stuff that I want to do, you know? It's kind of it's a toughie, you know what I mean? So right now I'm just sprinkling in terror zones, so I just sprinkle them in sometimes when they're places that I don't mind running when I'm streaming and stuff like that. Oh, okay. Might? Oop. Come on. Oh shoot, I keep resetting my run counter. I forgot I was not doing that anymore. Now it'll be fine. Got your first ever SOJ. Nice, nice. Good old SOJ. My cousin could do terror zones. I just need to hire somebody to run terror zones for me, right? There you go. Sacred Targe. Oopsie. Disgusting. You left a rare ring on the ground. Disgusting. I'm gonna have to assume that's a joke. Oopsie. Let's shift this. I don't know. I'm getting a little more upright here. I'm assuming that's Machu. Is that like a goofy way of spelling Matthew, maybe? But trying to get a burr so I can finally get Chains of Honor for my Blizzard Sorceress. Yeah, good luck on getting that burr, my dude. Hopefully that comes for you. Oh yeah, I forgot I was trying to read chat and not thinking about what I'm doing here. It's in the zone. Yeah, maybe we'll battle order it up when I do this right here. Why not? Where's what's his name? I wonder how far out This is single player. Oh, he's like right here, I think. Where is he? Got it. Bullrog blade, love it. Gonna be better than a grief. Ooh, 2 sockets. Can Mosaic be made on single player? Yeah, all the quote-unquote ladder-only rune words, you can make those all on single player. Sharp Tooth Slayer up here. Pop back down to Shank. Oof. Bunch of might guys. Whoa! I was like, oh, look at all these might guys, these might archers. I was like, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Flawless Topaz right there. Make sure it's nothing I wanted to, Come on, chat! Exactly. Come on, chat. You people. Ruin me again. Way to go, chat. Right at Schmel? Yeah. Chat, chat, chat. Once again. Could have been a unique item in that Rebel. Could have been. Little excessive YOLOing there on accident. Brambled Mitts, let's go. And an Avenger Guard. Jeez. Couple useful items early on, but right now not so much. You can never YOLO too much, right? Don't know if that's an accurate statement. I think maybe you can YOLO just a little too much. Oh, I didn't bow it up. What? You only YOLO once. Speak for yourself. Grab a jewel. Oh. Oh. Lost track of where I was there for a second. Oof. Oh, I didn't battle her up again. When I got out here, I should probably use Battle Orders, huh? Rune. You only live once? Exactly. That's from a movie, isn't it? Or something, or from a meme? I don't know. You can only YOLO once. So Frito, thank you for the $2 super chat, super sticker, my dude. GG. Probably GGing about my death right there. Thank you for the $2 super sticker, my man. Appreciate you. Make sure I don't die real quick here. Ogreax down there. Had to look at it real quick. Bryce says this game's so ingrained in my childhood and it brings me so much joy and nostalgia just watching it. Brings you happiness. That's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, yeah. Pretty awesome. Large charm. Alright, I'll idea for you guys. I know how much you guys severely dislike when I don't look at large charms, so. I shouldn't, though, after you guys just killed me that one time. Definitely not my fault when I died there, but. Yeah, I'm not really gonna go over it again, John. I talked about it twice earlier, so. I essentially don't like how the Terror Zones are trying to FOMO people into playing when they don't want to, is the gist. Even right now, it's kind of annoying that, you know, I wanted to run Pindle and stuff, but there's a Terror Zone and I need to get the Sunder Charms and stuff, and obviously I know the drop odds for everything is way better in Terror Zones off the champions, so it, like, pressures you into going and farming places you don't want to. Oops, I had to hit the wrong button again. No. See how the poll's doing here. Where are we at here? We got 127 votes. Okay, so like almost 40% of people pre-ordered already, of Sweet Phil viewers anyways. Probably when I mention that that's higher, people are going to jump in and vote. That's usually how it happens, and then it'll swing a little bit. But as of right now, we got already pre-ordered almost 40, you guys probably see. Waiting for more reviews, 27%, 20%, waiting until it launches, and then after that and seeing what's up. And then 16%, no way I'm playing that one. No way I'm playing it, 16%. Okay, we'll give it a few more minutes here. Maybe a few more votes come in on that, and Clemente said he's going to make a Necro this weekend. Yeah, we'll see how much time I got. And the thing is, too, is I'm absolutely 100% not going to watch any of the cutscenes and skip as much as possible. As far as that, I probably wasted, oh boy. I couldn't even, I'm not even sure. Hours, like with the cutscenes constantly. Cutscene. Talking, cutscene. For me, that's probably one of the easiest fixes in my opinion. They need to make all dialogue skippable. And probably 80% of it was. Maybe even 85 or 90, but like when it wasn't, it was disaster. You know? You're just like spamming the buttons to skip stuff and you just can't. Neil says, yeah, he'll definitely watch the cutscenes when they get posted on YouTube, not during the gameplay time. George, you're gonna make a rogue, then die, a sorceress, then die, then a necro. Must be going all... was that you a second ago or a little bit ago that was talking about doing hardcore, I think? So, yeah. I could see people dying a lot on the world boss, right? For the... I didn't try to do it the world boss because of, you know, because the world bosses were happening when it was not a good time for me. You know, the whole FOMO thing I was talking about earlier, how they try to force you to play when you don't want to or you can't, to FOMO you into not spending time with your kids and family and stuff. But yeah, I was only level 12, so I died a bunch. I'm not sure how hard it would be to survive if you were like level 25 or whatever. It's always me, says George. Anytime someone talks about hardcore, it's George. Oh man, I hit the gym pretty good today. Woo! Did a push day. Even my biceps are sore from... Maybe that's from all the work stuff I was doing yesterday. Trimming the bushes and playing basketball and stuff. I don't know. Crazy. Old man Phil. Yeah, I would assume... I see some people talking about, is there expansion, blah, 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 plans. I would be surprised if they didn't do an expansion for D4. Oof. A lot of archers around here. Maybe we need to play it safe, huh, fellas? That's what I need to put into the next vote. Phil, should you ever play it safe or just strictly YOLOing all the time? I know it would win there. Never play safe. Strict YOLO. Hardcore equals YOLO, right? I gotta remember the Terror Zone amulets, right? One to Shadow Disciplines. In case I get one of those three 10s or whatever. I'm just gonna do this till the 30 and then I'm gonna go back to Pindle. Terror Zones just aren't really, you know. John H, I have no idea. I don't know nothing about that. Rune. I mean, I'm pretty sure that they are fine with each other. Pretty sure all the D2 people like each other pretty much, right? I mean, when I did the Philcast with Ginger, he was talking about when he was streaming PvP with Cooley, like not long before that, so I don't know where that stuff's coming from. That's some trolling. There you go. But I like Doom games. The last Doom game I played was like for the original Xbox, so. They look cool, but can't give too much opinion on Doom games, right? Scott, don't say stuff like that. Come on, we're not talking like that, guys. Nothing but love up in the chat. I know you're just joking, Scott, but... take out a few more monsters, why not? Imagine how much faster this would be going if I had a Griffon's Eye, huh? Only had a Griffon's. Oh. Snow Pro, you in here? Can you help me out with this guy? Any of my mods in here, can you ban that bun guy again? Let's hide from channel. I don't know if any of my mods are in here at the moment. I need to work on getting some more mods. Chat, come on. Maybe we'll go down there and get it. Yeah. Let's get out of here. Not again, chat. Yeah, come on, chat. Jeez, what are you doing to me? Fellas, come on. Yeah, I don't know, Sosa. I don't know. Some people, right? George wants to formally apply for a mod. Yeah. I would say you're not a bad candidate. People who are in chat all the time and been in here for a while. Pretty much all you got to do is ban that guy when he comes. That's pretty much all you got to do. We have mods solely to ban that one guy that keeps recreating accounts and then coming in here and saying weird stuff. So, I mean, and you're not obligated to do anything. But if are you serious, George? You want to do it? I can make you a mod. How does that sound? So don't let the power go to your head. Ah, okay, gotcha, yeah. I'll take care of that in a second. To make somebody a mod, I really only have to click like 2 buttons. Like I click and then I click again and you're a mod, so. Oops. I accidentally opened Notepad, just like I ended stream the other day on accident. Oh, we got almost 170 votes here. Already up to that. Already pre-ordered, still much in the lead, right? Add as managing moderator. Okay, there you go. Click one button, click another button. Just make sure to always ban bubbles, right? What's going on, G-Stacks? Yo. Oh, what was I doing? Yeah, we're at the 30 here. I'll jump back to Pindle. No more of that terror zone thing, right? Ugh. Always ban bubbles. Got it. Yep, that's all you got to do. Oh yeah. Make sure these gems are cleared out in here. Oh, didn't want to keep that. Oh boy, that was a little bit of a slap in the face though, right? When you fire up D4 and what happens when you start picking up gems? They instantly stack. Wasn't that kind of just a little bit like wah, wah, right? Boy, and it was so funny seeing people people were complaining. I mean, it was one of the things that they said they wish they would change. They were complaining that the gems, you had to carry them in your inventory, even though they stacked. They stacked, but even with that, the people that were like Diablo 3 creators and Diablo Immortal creators, they're like, this is crazy. You have to carry gems in your inventory when you're slaying monsters, and I'm like, you know, obviously everyone's got a different perspective and stuff, but it was just funny that was. Personally, I was thinking, I was like, whoa, this is great, you know, just from the different perspective. So, yeah, George, big man George now, right? Sally says, how long to reach max level on a character? Oh, it takes forever. Reaching max level isn't really important on D2, in my opinion. I used to get up to the max 99 back in the day, like in like 2002 and stuff, but I haven't done it in 20 years, so it doesn't really have a purpose. I mean, race to 99, ladder race or whatever, but that's the least fun thing to do on D2 in my opinion. Like once, if you get to like in the 90s, you're pretty much max character. Gnarled staff. I forget this. Is this the Lazarus staff or something? Spire of Lazarus. There you go. There you go. Paul says the gems are pretty useless anyways. They weren't really great, right? Yeah, you could, there was uses or whatever. Jeez, what's going on over here? Oh, this is players 3 still. There were uses, but, what's this guy doing? Why are you messaging me in game stuff, bro? What are you doing? You get a little life here, little, you know, get some thorns there or something. But yeah, they weren't. But you obviously, I don't think you could. I think you could obviously upgrade them higher, but I don't think in the. I think they disabled upgrading them higher in the beta. Pretty sure, anyways. No, yeah, no, it just got blocked in D4 Snow Pro because I turned off. Somebody had told me that cross-platform messaging or cross-platform in general caused a bunch of lag, and if you turned it off, you wouldn't get it. I still got a bunch of lag, so that didn't really help. I'm gonna be honest. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just turn it back on. Slick says he hopes they do the map overlay. Yeah, that would be cool. I'm not sure the difficulty of that, since the entire game's been made strictly for that one map in the corner. So yeah, if you get a little map overlay like this, or some people like the giant one in the middle. I've kind of I've grown to like this one in the corner, but yeah, I mean, kind of true, Snow Pro. Yeah. Kind of true. Oops. Does the MF stack across you and your mercenary? It only stacks if for the monster that the mercenary kills. So if I kill a monster and the mercenary has magic find, it doesn't do anything. So only if the mercenary literally gets the kill of the monster, then the magic find applies. But at that point, it's not really worth putting magic find on your mercenary unless you're just being ridiculous, you know. Dark says he doesn't like the idea of 4-player limit. Seems a little bit low. Not sure why they did that, but yeah, G-Stack says I'm your friend and that's all that matters. Yeah, you, Snow Pro, like a couple other people. Guess I got like a couple other people on there, but I play so much single player and stuff. It's, you know. Favorite boss to farm for best loot? I mean, Mephisto's gonna give you the best, but pretty early on, like the way that I play and stuff, the actual act bosses can't drop you all the best gear in the game, or if they can, they're just not efficient to farm really, to where, you know, because like Pindle here can drop more items than Diablo can. Diablo can't even drop the Griffons I want, so like the literal act boss Diablo that the game's named after. Bale can drop everything, but he's hard to get to. $35 magic find. Can these go up? Can amulets go up to 40? Like a ring can? Justin says 4 players will look insane in the end game if it's anything like D3. Yeah, I wonder if it, how much like, you know, how the end game will look. I mean, we've pretty much seen what all of the skills look like, so there's not going to be a bunch of skills that we don't see. And they're all on cooldown, so unless you get rid of like all their cooldowns, you're not going to be able to spam, like if there's stuff that will get rid of a bunch of cooldowns, you're not going to be able to spam all the skills, so it's hard to say. What do I think about no offline mode? Obviously, I don't like it. But it's as expected. It was always from day one. You know, you knew that was going to be the case. So it's 4-player limit to limit the number of hydras. I heard having more than 10 hydras on screen is so powerful it deletes the game. Yeah. I guess you could just... Yeah, I mean, having 4 maxed out hydra sorceresses, not to mention you get that one legendary that then you can have double hydras, so then you could have 8 of them. And if you take hydra and put it in your enchant slot, and then they all get casted at the same time, you'll have 12 hydras out at once with four hydra sorceresses in the game at the same time. It would just like delete the game, like you said. Yeah, should have made it 5 or 6 instead of like D3. Would help out a lot more people to group up and finish the X. Look like having more help, more. Oh, I look at it as having more to help more people. Yeah, not 100% sure why necessarily. You know, I'm sure they got reasons for it, but I think it's partially. I think it's. Don't the monsters, correct me if I'm wrong, because I honestly just can't remember what they had said, and I didn't play a bunch of party stuff over the beta there. If you have 4 people in a party, the monster level scales to your level, right? It's not like if you have 4 level 25 people, the monsters are gonna scale up and get more health, deal more damage. They'll be like level 25, right? So if you're by yourself in level 25, or if you're with 4 people they're 25, they're gonna be like the same level, right? Essentially, it's not like in D2 how when you have 8 people they have 4 times as much health, right? Is that all accurate as far as you guys are aware? Smoke says he hates the cooldowns and different manas. I don't know that I hate it. They just kind of it's a little different, I guess. Yeah. Have I seen the Halo show on Paramount Plus? I have not. I don't have Paramount Plus. What do I think about replayability of it? It's essentially impossible to say at this point without playing the end game, you know what I mean? It's kind of impossible to say, right? Like based upon what I played so far, like I said, this is the equivalent of playing like the first act or 2 of normal on Diablo 2 and just playing it over and over again. By the end of this weekend, I'm going to be pretty wore out on Act 1 of normal of Diablo 4, right? So they better have items that reduce cooldown times. Yeah, they do have items that reduce cooldown times. I had some of them, but they're not like a lot of the ones I had or any of the ones I did have. And this is why I said late game, maybe they'll have stuff that just does way more. But I had some things that were like reduce the cooldowns by 0.2 seconds and stuff like that, and you're like, well, yeah, it has a 7-second cooldown, so what does that do? But I would like to think that if you get higher levels, then you'll have stuff that like reduces cooldown by a second, and then you could have like 3 different things that reduce the cooldown by a second of a skill that's like, you know, a 5-second skill, so it only takes 2 seconds. Then you could just end up spamming it. It'll end up being too powerful though, so it's a tough balance when you start getting too much cooldown elimination, right? Did the Griffons drop already, Peter? No, it did not yet. Slick said he heard the Halo movie or show, was kind of meh. I didn't, to be honest, I haven't heard nothing about it, and that's pretty telling. Kind of tells me that it's kind of meh, right? Oh, Jacos are always cool to find. Whoopsie. Lost my little slidey hand rest thing. This thing is way overpriced, but I'm really glad I got it. I really like it, I'm gonna be honest. It's just a little, let me show this to you guys, if any of you guys, because you guys never see it, so obviously never ask about it or nothing. It's a little thing like this, right? It's just like a wrist pad thing, but it has the same stuff here that's on a mouse. So your hand has a little wrist raised rest that glides around with the mouse. The thing's sick, and it's like beveled like to fit your hand. I'll be honest, at 6'3", this is the large size. It barely, I guess having a black background probably not the best to show that, but you guys probably seen it a little bit, I think. My hand barely fits on it. Almost doesn't fit. And this is the biggest size they make, so you're buying one right now. I'm gonna be honest, if I didn't do this professionally, essentially, if I wasn't a YouTuber, I would have never paid this much for it. After taxes and stuff, it was like $40. So of course I can write it off, and I am. So it's a little bit different situation, but did I put that on my little Amazon store thing? I forget if I put that down there. Oh, I don't have that on my streams. Never mind. If you are going to buy one, go on one of my videos and scroll down and go on my little Amazon store thing when you buy it. Then I'll get like $2 of the purchase or something. Or like $1.10 or something. I set up one of those Amazon store things in case my my video editing channel, and I was going to go like video editing content creation channel ever took off, then I'd have my store already set up, but I never did, so. I mean, I got over 1,000 subscribers on it now, but. Scissors, Freedom House says he'll just lift his hand a little. Yeah. But for me, it was just like, you know, I'm editing all the time, and I broke my wrist like 3 different times, and I was starting to have problems. To be honest, I switched to quick cast, and it did start feeling better, but now my left hand from doing quick cast, and plus when I'm editing, I do all my cutting. See how I have my fingers? This is how I like have my fingers when I'm editing to hit the buttons that I need to hit, because I never changed some of the hotkeys. My left hand's starting to bug me now, since I don't use quick cast anymore on my mouse, so it's like, oof. I'm almost thinking about switching off at quick cast because my left hand's starting to get it, you know. You're just gonna 3D print it, it'll be cheaper. Yeah, probably. Yeah, if you can get it right. I assume it. 3D printing's pretty cheap once you get the printer, so. You play a lot of games, and I work on my computer a lot, says Justin. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, I was just like, man, like, I can't believe I'm gonna spend this much. You know what? I'll buy it on Amazon. I'll send it back if I don't like it. And they say on the website, they're like, make sure you try it for at least a week or something. Make sure you're used to it. I'm like, yeah, right. Shut up. Like, that's your way of getting me to hang on to it and then forgetting about it and not sending it back when I don't like it. And to be honest, I didn't like it for the first week. And then the second week, I was like, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll get used to it. And then, you know, now I'm like, man, I love this thing. After it took like a month before I liked it, so like it after the first couple of weeks, I still was a little unsure, but I started to get used to it. It took me like a month to get used to it. Now I love it. But straight up took like a month. Amazon's nice like that. Yeah, it is pretty nice that you can send everything back, so. Yeah, there you go, Jester. Print this little piece on the bottom. Because yeah, this piece on the bottom, it's so small. Do I have a good background to show you guys? How about this one? All the backgrounds are so dark. See, I took off one of the pads. These pads just kind of come right off, and you can put them on, take them off, put them on. So it's like, you could just print the bottom, I guess. Or you print the bottom, cut some foam to put on the top. The one side's bigger, so they kind of hold your hand at a little tilt. Pretty legit. Not a commercial for it or anything. I don't even remember what it's called. Delta Hub Carpio. Downloading the beta. Does anyone know, like, you don't, if you played last week's beta, you don't have to download anything again, right? I'm pretty sure you don't have to, but did anyone hear anything about that? Man, still no 220s. This guy. Just found your second offline Shenko, says Franklin. Oh, Dark appears that it took him a while to find his offline Shenko. I think he found 3 or 4 in a short time. Yeah, that's kind of how it always seems, Dark. You never find the first one, and then they start falling everywhere. You weren't paying attention, thought that was a mouse? Oh, no. It's just a wrist rest that has, you know. Marco says probably just an update. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Dead out says he's about 6'6", yeah. Depending on your hand size, this thing, I'm 6'3", so it's borderline too small. It's probably right at the max, so. And it's kind of like, I'm not talking like the length of your fingers, I guess, but like how broad your palm is, right? Because this is, my face and my hand are at the same distance from the camera. Look how big my hands are. I'm just joking, by the way. How do you measure that? Here, my hands are even with my head right now. Is this a normal size hand? Or does it look like I have baby hands? Forced perspective. Archmage says an update to increase Hydra damage. That's what's coming for the next beta, huh? Making Hydras more powerful. Green Shaco hat. Right, Fred. What's going on, Fred? Yeah. Green Shaco hat. Yeah. Cloak. Thank you, Overlord Bezos, for free returns. Nah, forget it. Oh, a Faco. There you go. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. Earlier we got a Faco. Man, I'm going to run all 23,000 of these runs, too. 23,842 runs to get a Griffon's Eye. That's what I'm doing. All today. What year did I play tight end at Michigan? Not sure if that's a joke or real. But no, I played wide receiver at Michigan in 2007. So. How'd the push workout go? Not bad. I didn't load up the bench press since it's my first day back after like a month after I hurt my back or whatever. So I just did like 155 and did like, you know, 10 here, 10 here, 10 here, 8 here. Just want to throw this out here. I just made that up. I never played at Michigan. I was lying. Why you always lying? I was a big deal high school football though, so big deal. Oh. Yeah, not to mention too, I was so tired from yesterday. Like I did like 140 flights and then I didn't stream yesterday, as you guys probably noticed, and I trimmed some bushes and stuff, did some work because it was finally above like 10 degrees outside. And then I took my daughter to the park and played basketball, and then I was dead yesterday. So tired. What player settings you do to drop high runes in Curse? 7 or 8. It doesn't really affect. There's no difference between 7 and 8 as far as the super chest, right? So on single player, that is. Yeah, if you do players 1 lower Cuirass, that's not going to work out for you. Very good. JS said I almost lost it. About to start looking up your old stats, searching for Phil, Sweet. Well, it wouldn't really be that hard to find. You could just look through the wide receivers and look for the Caucasian ones, and you'd be like, oh, there's only been like 9 Caucasian wide receivers at Michigan in the last 2 decades, so is it any of them? JCV said he purchased the Ultimate Edition but wasn't in the love with D4, so I refunded it, but normal edition on launch. Yeah, Ultimate Edition, I would say if I wasn't in my position, I wouldn't have got it, and I'm not in the position. I'm not going to tell anybody to definitely do it or not, but if I had the choice, I would usually recommend for essentially anybody. If you're asking whether you should get the Ultimate Edition, you probably shouldn't get the Ultimate Edition. Just get the regular one, right? So here we go. Let me snap another picture of this one, huh? So I'm going to go ahead and end this poll right here. 38% said they pre-ordered it already. Pre-ordered it already. 22% said they're waiting to hear more reviews to decide if they want to get it or not. 24% said they're waiting till after it launches and seeing how the game is and everything after the launch, and maybe if it goes on sale or if there's too many glitches and stuff like that. Or 15% said, no way I'm getting that game. So I'm clearly Danny Amendola. So we'll end that one. All right. Appreciate everyone's votes on that stuff. What position did I play in high school? I was wide receiver and cornerback. Went to a little small school, so it's one of the ones where, you know, if you're like a really good athlete, you play offense and defense. So I was the field goal holder. I was on the kickoff team. I was, you know, a little bit of everything. Humble brag, yeah. Back in high school, when I peaked, I played offense and defense. You know, no big deal. Pro ball handler. Thanks, Grindy. It's a great way to put it. Jeez, this guy. Unbelievable. What does a field goal holder do specifically? You hold the ball for the field goal. You go, set, height, and then you catch the ball and you put it down, right? Laces out, always. Yeah, there you go, Archmage nailed, yeah. Laces out, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Special teams Phil. Yeah, a couple of them. I wasn't on all of them, but that was when I got a break. It was almost more work to have to run all the way over to the sidelines than if they just left me in for, like, the punt team. Because, like, I'm on offense, I have to run all the way to the sidelines, and then they punt the ball, and then I gotta run all the way back onto the field again. Like, could I just stay out there, please? Like, oh well. Dark says he likes defense, linebacker, yeah. I would have, I was really super skinny in high school. I didn't work out at all until I got out of high school, pretty much, so... I graduated, like, my senior year, I was the same height, you know, same height. I was 6'3", but I was, like, 185, you know. Maybe on a heavy day, I was, like, 187, you know. I wasn't like I am now. I'm 6'3", like, 220. If I was that in high school, yeah, linebacker all day, but... I was beanpole, you say, what, right? Super scrawny? Easy, Ray Finkel. Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. You know what this means. Skipped leg day. Well, in high school I skipped every day. I never worked out at all. But leg day, I'm gonna do leg day on Thursday this week. Because then I'm going to be sitting right here playing D4 all weekend, so... I'm definitely not going to be sprinting up the stairs, though. If I ever got to take a break, it's going to be like a 5-minute break of me, like, army crawling up the stairs, though, after leg day on Thursday. No. Danish Khan, I did not really... I played football in high school. Not in college. I mean, anyone can play football in high school, right? So... Me and Phil, just a couple of bean poles, yeah, right? The defensive guys are the biggest athletes on the field, says George. I wouldn't necessarily say that, but I mean, they can be. I wouldn't fully agree with that. So, I mean, like, the fastest people are always, like, the wide receivers, right? Fred says, squats. Yeah, I'm going to do some squats on Thursday, but only, I'm going to do light weights, maybe do a few more, whatchamacalls. It's Arcane Sanctuary, bro. I got Nova Source, too, so that's, like, the best Terror Zone for a Nova Sorceress. Not really the best, but I just, in general, I just kind of like doing Arcane Sanctuary. Man... Okay, I'll do Arcane Sanctuary. We'll pause it again. I do like Arcane Sanctuary. Snow Pro. I was backup quarterback at one point. That's cool, right? We probably switched this to 3, probably, huh? Did I spell that right? Nailed it. What time we got? 3 o'clock? That'll do perfect. I'll stream for a little bit longer here. Obviously got to pick the kiddo up at 4. I was just doing Pindle at 1. We're switching it to 3 here, though. The thing is, too, though, is that... Oh, boy. Ghost over the outside. The density's not... It's not bad here, but... I don't really need any more high runes, and one of the things that it's kind of known for out here, high runes, obviously, but I guess I could grab some keys along the way, huh? Since I'm gonna have to, I still have not been able to get my hands on a on an Amazon torch on single player. Online, yeah, you could easily trade for one, right? But Grindy says your school didn't have a football team. Huh. I guess, in a different country, or just a super, super small school, possibly? There were schools in our school district. Well, not in our sports district or whatever, I guess you call it. That, you know, they'd have a baseball team and a basketball team, but didn't have a football team, so. Or there was some that were like combined teams, like there'd be 2 schools that had 1 football team. Stuff like that. Oof, that was a lot of ghosts. "90 kids in your grade?" Yeah, we had, my grade had 92 kids. So, and then my sister's grade before me had 73. So. You graduated with 65? Nice. Yeah, I think we had 92 in my grade. 10 are dead now. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate. Fred was a class of 44. Is that how many were in your grade, Fred, or is that the year you graduated? Yeah, that's a joke. It's a joke. I'm just kidding. Boom. Boom. Roasted. Oh, what's going on, Steve? Snowpro said he was the class with all the F-ups. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, Snowpro. Being this old, I don't even remember. I don't remember who was in what grade anymore. I honestly just can't remember. I don't know who, you know. So. Cannot remember. Mana walk run. Single player. Nah, dog. Roasted the old guy. My bad, my bad. It was set up too nicely for me. It was just set up too nicely. What time for gear? What time for gear? What time for gear? Oh, I didn't even go... Oh, I know what you're asking. I didn't even go over it today, I'm gonna be honest. I mean, it hasn't changed in the last 2 weeks, so if you've been watching any of the runs, anything I've done in the last 2 weeks, it's the same gear. Unchanged. Seen something there. There was a rune or something, I think. Tall rune. Grab it. How's Energy Shield working out? I mean, Energy Shield Sorceress, I mean, there's a reason everyone's uses it, right? Now with the different changes they made to different skills and stuff, yeah, it's crazy nasty. So, crazy nasty. Yeah, obviously when I picked it, I didn't realize how much the meditation or prayer thing was gonna matter. I didn't even realize that it was that way, to be honest. But and then with Cure too, I didn't realize they would all go together that good. I thought it would be good, but I didn't realize that, you know, the prayer and then meditation had prayer, and then cleansing is a prayer essentially now too. So kind of crazy. I guess I'll go over to gear real quick since I haven't even checked it out today and someone just asked about it. Why not, huh? So the spear here is a infinity. I got a Shaco, obviously. Caster Amulet, Enigma, Mage Fist, a couple of caster rings, best I got. Arachnid's Mesh and War Travs. I got a CTA over here. I don't have enough strength to wear or do I even? Oh, I do have enough strength to wear one. Why don't I have one? Confused. But obviously I did find a Lightning Sunday on single player finally, but Torch and Annie, Gates and this, and a bunch of Magic Vine Charms. Max Telekinesis or Max Energy Shield. I don't think I even have Telekinesis maxed yet. Essentially, I think I kind of was, while I was leveling, I think I was splitting them, pretty much. Because at some point, you're only getting like 1% absorbed per level here, but you're getting -6 here, so... how many more do I need here? It's 15, so I need 5 more. A lot of people recommend going max Telekinesis, because this will bring it down. If you take 5 out of here, it'll be like 80%, I think. I could be wrong. I don't remember how that scales exactly, but... I'm not sure what everyone else recommends, to be honest, but that's how I got it. Oh, I should probably get rid of these gems, huh? If only these gems stacked like in D4, it'd be so great. Then you could just have stacked gems in your inventory. Oh, double axe. Let's go. JS says he doesn't even talk to anyone from high school besides my one best friend I had. We're still toit. Yeah, I don't talk to a ton. Althal or Am. The thing is, I do talk to. I guess I kind of talk to a lot of people from high school, but I don't talk to a lot of people every day anymore. Obviously, you get older, and it's like now I see like this friend like once a year, and this other friend like once a year, and this friend like once a year. Wish I seen people more, but it's so hard to get people to commit to do anything. So I just kind of stopped, to be honest. When you invite people to do things and they're always like, no, 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 no. And you're just like, well, all right, well, guess I'll just stop asking. Friends from elementary school. Yeah, I mean, where I went to school at, I mean, you had all the same friends all through from kindergarten. Like literally one of my best friends stood up at my wedding. We had preschool together, and me and him would walk. His babysitter was the lady across the street from me, so I've been friends with him for like ever. Forever. Oh, didn't I? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, I guess, when you think about it. Like, we've known each other our whole lives, obviously. But, there was actually probably... I mean, all through school, we weren't really friends, to be honest. Not that we hated each other or anything, but we just weren't in the same friend groups, I guess you could say. And then we started hanging out, like, after we graduated, to be honest. Demon crossbow. Gut siphon. Not the demon machine, right? Not the demon machine. Demon machine's the one that they use on the enchant boa sork, right? Or whatever. Sweet Filth didn't have snowmobiles, Fred. We had snowmobiles, just not like good ones. We had a 1973 Skidoo TNT that was still rocking and rolling until I was probably like 15. Or maybe not even that old, till I was like 12 or 10. But and then at some point we did get an Articat 440. But not only that. But yeah, it was like an 87 or something. Like, it was a little newer, I guess, or like a 91 maybe or something. It's crazy that 73 Skidoo TNT that we had. My mom got that brand new for her 16th birthday. My grandpa bought it for her 16th birthday. So it's pretty crazy, kind of. Yeah, I missed why we're talking. I missed what happened about Aldi here, but yeah, I love Aldi. You go there all the time. Everything they sell is better than everything that they sell everywhere else. Now, I can't remember. There was a few things at Aldi that I'm like, I don't buy those because I don't like them. But literally a majority, I would say 80% of the things that are the Aldi brand, whatever it's called now, I can't remember, are better than like the national brand. Mike, oh no, there's two Sosas now. How'd that happen? Mike S, what's going on? Aldi equals GOAT. You better believe it. Aldi is the Tom Brady of grocery stores. Legit. Aldi is the Metallica of grocery stores. The Eminem of grocery stores. JS said he's never had anything bad from Aldi. What's tomorrow? Thursday? Thursday. Gotta remember what I got going on. Aldi is the Kirkland of grocery stores. Well, I mean, Kirkland is I mean, I get what you're saying, but yeah, Kirkland is why can't I remember? What store is that? No. Boy. Sometimes I just can't pull a name out of the brain, and it makes me feel like an idiot. I'm gonna be honest. Costco. Yes. I can't stand that store, by the way. Not that I have gone there a lot, and I can't stand how people are about Costco. And then when you just drive by the parking lot or something, there's just all these people everywhere, and you're just like, oh god. My wife goes there and like waits in line for like 35 minutes to get gas because it's 15 cents cheaper than everywhere else, and I'm like, it's 15 cents. You're spending a half hour. How does this make sense? But anyways. Bone weave boots of the Marowak variety. Just one skill. Hopefully Galback ain't up in here right now. She's probably gonna judging her gas buying habits. Little find. Yeah. Save. Like, what am I doing? What am I doing here? Zoom out. Why do you even play this game? I don't even know. I got better Marowaks than that already. Depending on your vehicle, save $3. Yeah, pretty much. What about Mire? That's usually where I end up going. It's like the proper amount of For most things, if it's not Aldi. It's like not too busy. Like Costco, like getting in the parking lot, there's just like people driving everywhere. They're all like incapable of like paying attention to, so it's like super annoying. Did I go up here already? I did do this one. Did I do this one? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's Walmarts everywhere, so you know, yeah. That's what I was gonna say, like Costco to me feels like the new Walmart. That's what I thought earlier today. You just look at the people driving around their parking lot, and you're just like, ugh, God. George says it legit took him 45 minutes before to get out of the parking lot at the local Costco. Right. In country they call it the Walmart. Wish you were rich like Phil? No. That's why I go to Aldi, because everything's cheaper. Everything. 100% of everything is cheaper at Aldi. And it's just better. Costco's like a upscale Sam's Club. But it's not really upscaled. It just has that persona, so it's really just Sam's Club, but a different Kirkland I don't know about Kirkland alcohol anymore. I gotta steer clear of that stuff. You end up drinking too much, right? I think I'm gonna have to swear off a Kirkland booze from now on. Snowpro gets some chicken sauces at Aldi, you say? Chicken sauces, huh? I don't even know what those words you're putting in there are. That must be rich people sauces or something. I've never heard of that stuff. I'm just an average guy, not a rich person like Snowpro over here. Chicken tikka masala? What is this stuff? Jeez. What do you got? You got your own chef or something? Wegmans is OP. Yeah, I don't know. Wegmans isn't around where I'm at. Oh, Sunder charm! What? Busy Sunday, let's go. Ugh. We'll hang on to it because I just did it again. But, not really that crazy, huh? Yeah, I need to trim my beard. This is annoying. Kind of Publix, says JS. Yeah, that's one of those ones that really is. There are still a lot of like regional grocery stores, right? I'm sure they're all owned by the same companies, though. Like, there's probably like 4 companies that own all these different names of the Wawas and the green thumbs or something. I don't even know. I don't know the names. The Wegmans and the Krogers and they're probably all owned by the same people. I think Kroger's probably owns like 4 different brands or something like that. The same way that like all chips are owned by like 2 different companies. The last time I saw a Winn-Dixie. Great question. They don't have them around where I live, but these kind of places I don't only ever seen when you go on vacation, you know, and you're like, we don't want to go out to eat every meal. Let's go to the grocery store and have some stuff to eat, you know, here and there. Make sandwiches and eat them at the beach or something, you know. Bulbous says he wishes he was rich so he can get extra burger patty on his burger. JS says that he thinks Kroger owns a bunch of other chains too. Yeah, I would guess so. Just speculation here. Once again, but I imagine that's how it works. Forget them. Come on. Waiting for them all to get in here. We have a lot of variety in the US. Yeah, but like we said, they're all owned by the same companies. There's like 4 companies that own all these different grocery stores. Because there used to be variety. That's how the United States worked. The large corporations just buy up everything. Same thing with chain restaurants. Yeah, you buy a gift card and it's for like the Darden conglomerate or whatever, and it's like, you know, Red Lobster, Olive Garden, Bahama Breeze, and like 12 different chains. You know, that's how everything is. Yeah, the illusion of choice. There you go. Who owns Aldi? Aldi's got to be its own thing, right? I think Aldi is so different that I would think that Aldi is like its own thing, but I really have no idea. For all I know, someone could have bought it out and it's all just a scam, right? Burger King owns Tim Hortons. It's still German owned. I did remember originally there was Aldi and then there's a different store, and they were just, the only difference between the two is that the brothers that owned it or whatever, like, one wanted to sell like cigarettes and the other didn't because they're bad for you, and then so they split in two. Impossible. Yeah, we'll check it. Lightning res, who cares? Albrecht's Discount? Is that the name of the other one? Ozma said he's Aldi and Lidl? Little? Yeah, Trader Joe's and Aldi, not the same. That's... I don't... Is that... that doesn't sound right, but I mean, I guess I can't remember. Guess I can't remember, so... But, anyways, with that being said, in a little bit here, I gotta go pick up my daughter, so I'm gonna hop off right now and call that a day on the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining me. A couple people re-upped their Slayer ships today, a couple super chats. So Frito, Snow Pro, Prophecy, a few super chats from y'all. Thank you for participating in the polls as well. So, appreciate you guys so much. Peace out, fellas. Ooh. And don't forget, keep slaying. Ooh.